right, let's do it to it. Let's get this going. All right. Hello everyone, Soul Commodore back at you again. And today we are going to play the finally, finally, of Undertale. It's been a long time coming. The last time we were together, we had just basically finished the True Pacifist route. And we had just gotten to, I think we're in Snowdon now, like talking to all the residents of the underground who are all excited that they're going going up to the surface now. And I think actually we might be in like the just the snow area. We're heading toward the ruins because we have to get to the very end of the ruins, and then we're going to backtrack, go all the way to the end of the game, and then of course there's going to be credits, and then there is a secret boss that I'm going to pull up on another file that I forgot to do earlier on in this run. So uh, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. This may be a shorter stream. We're also going to have a poll to see which game we play next, because it's going to either be we're going to start the Deltarune series. We're going to start Deltarune, which is only up to chapter 4 now, out of 7 chapters. So that one's going to come to an end quicker than it would otherwise, because the other 3 chapters haven't been released yet. Or we're going to do Tears of the Kingdom. But it'll be up to you all. It'll be one of those two. But yeah. And I should say too, this is going to be the final stream of the new year, or of 2025, because of the new year. Tomorrow we're having some friends. Usually I would stream on Wednesdays, but tomorrow we're having a bunch of friends over to celebrate the new year, ringing in the new year, you know. So we're going to be doing that. My wife and I gonna be busy hosting, so there will be no streaming. And the next time you see my face will be 2026, which is wild to think about. But hey, that's time only moves one direction, unless you know. I'm not gonna get into the physics of time. I'm not smart enough for that. What I am smart enough for is for us to get started on this game. So let's head on in. Pause this background music. There we go. All right. So let's get started. Yes, here we go. We're at this point, we're about to head all the way back to. Oh, one thing I should mention, because you can see that the amalgamates are back. So there are 5 different amalgamates. There's Memory Head, which were like the 3 weird head things. I don't know why I did 4 there. There's three weird head things. There was Reaper Bird, and then there's lemon bread. Um, endogeny, one of the. Hold on, I might as well just look up the name. Yeah, endogeny, which the pun in there is the dog because it was a bunch of dogs. Um, and then there's Snowdrake's mother. This here is Snowdrake's mother, and we already saw endogeny or endogeny, whichever one you want, however you want to pronounce it. And we saw lemon bread. However, Memory Head and Reaper Bird don't show up in this post game like on screen at all. Nobody knows where those go. And also, the last time we were together, I couldn't figure out why the clam girl wasn't showing up. Turns out that that's another one of the fun value things that can happen. So before every single game of Undertale, a random number generator generates a number between just a random number, and that's your fun value. I think it's from 1 to 100. And depending on what the number is, different things can happen. It's how you get to see the Gaster followers. It's how you get to see what is probably Gaster himself, and it's how you get the wrong number song. all sorts of different things that can happen during the course of the game. And the clam girl is one of those events that can happen. So that's why I couldn't find the clam girl, because we didn't get the clam girl fun value. We got the fun value with the wrong number song, if I recall correctly. Anyway, we'll continue on. There's the lamp that conveniently looks like us. And we're all basically almost all the way back to the beginning of the game. Unfortunately, there's no real NPCs or anything in this hallway. We just got to keep going. You know, that's just the way it goes. And because Toriel had actually left the underground, or left the ruins are now open. That door was locked before. Like after we left the first time, she locked the door behind us. And now we get to keep going. This is fun, Pete. This beat here. Not bad at all. Now, I don't think there are any NPCs occupying Toriel's house. That would be weird, wouldn't it? But, yeah. I don't think there's anybody occupying Toriel's house. What did the skeleton want? Why did the skeleton want a friend? Because she was feeling lonely. Nice. I think we've read that before, but this room is still under renovation. We can't do anything with that. Oop. And we'll just check this way. Just to make sure, but yeah, there's no one in Toriel's house. Which would make sense. It would be weird. Oh, can we get another slice of butterscotch pie? It seems that the annoying dog might have stopped by, eat some of that pie. Should be an NPC this way, if I recall correctly. Yeah. Ribbit, seems like the ruins have finally opened up. Maybe we should finally go out to the rest of the underground. Huh? The barrier's open too? Let's just take this one step at a time, okay? Yeah, it does. That is actually a pretty interesting idea, that there would be some of the monsters that, you know, are stuck in the ruins and couldn't get out of the ruins, who would realize that the ruins are open now, and then to find out that the barrier is open as well. I mean, there are probably enough monsters in the underground that would be like, you know what, I want to stay down here just a little bit longer. Like any sort of agoraphobic monsters that don't want to see the surface, you know? It's too much to deal with. So we're just gonna make our way through this. Around we go. Is there a monster down here? No. I believe it's here? Oh, no. I thought there'd be like a Vegetoid that was waiting for us, but I guess not. Yellow names were nice for a while. Next time, we should try a relaxing shade of green. Did you ever find this room's fourth frog? I did. There's a small crack in the wall here. There's a frog inside. Wait, there are two! You had a wonderful exclusive experience. That only someone who saw two frogs could feel. Say, now that your journey's over, maybe you'll have time to listen to me. Since most people just press B to skip through my dialogue. That's right, pressing B. You've really matured, haven't you? Not only did I find the room's fourth frog, I also found the fifth one. I'm carrying too many items. Oh, well, I guess we can't buy another one. Took the cheese, has a nibble taken out of it. The exit's open? The exit's open? Oh, I guess I better roll out. Hey, you mind giving me a push, pumpkin? That's that rock that chastised us for moving it without asking. Perfect. You might be wondering why we're going all the way back to the beginning of the ruins. And there doesn't seem to be much of a point to it, other than just completion's sake. Excuse me, human. You seem like you have grown into a thoughtful and conscientious person. Whether that was from my advice or not, I'm quite proud. Ribbit. Can't take any more candy. Alright, that's up. And now we're at the very beginning of the tutorial where Toriel was leading us through the entire thing. This is the room that she made us walk through by ourselves. Like it was a big deal. It's moments like this where, again, I really wish that we had Deltarune's run button. But we don't. So we just have to make do. And these spikes can't even hurt you. Like, see, you can run right into it, but they don't actually hit you. This room, of course, gives you the solution to that puzzle by the markings on the floor. Can't talk to this dummy anymore. Alright. We're almost there. We're almost to the whole reason why we're down here. Because you see, if you come all the way to the very beginning of the ruins where you met Flowey, you get to see Asriel again. Don't worry about me. Someone has to take care of these flowers. Frisk, please leave me alone. I can't come back. I just can't, okay? I don't want to break their hearts all over again. It's better if they never see me. He's talking about his parents. Why are you still here? Are you trying to keep me company? Frisk. Hey, let me ask you a question. Frisk, why did you come here? Everyone knows the legend, right? Travelers who climb Mount Evet are said to disappear. Frisk, why would you ever climb a mountain like that? Was it foolishness? Was it fate? Or was it because you... Well, only you know the answer, don't you? I know why Soul climbed them. It wasn't for a very happy reason. Frisk, I'll be honest with you. Soul hated humanity. Why they did, they never talked about it. But they felt very strongly about that. Frisk, you really are different from Soul. In fact, though you have similar fashion choices, I don't know why I ever acted like you were the same person. Maybe the truth is, Soul wasn't really the greatest person. Hey, well, Frisk, you're the type of friend I wish I always had. So maybe I was kind of projecting a little bit. Let's be honest, I did some weird stuff as a flower. There's one last thing I feel like I should tell you. Frisk, when Soul and I combined our souls together, the control over our body was actually split between us. They were the one that picked up on their own empty body, And then, when we got to the village, they were the one that wanted to use our full power. I was the one that resisted. Excuse me. And then, because of me, well, that's why I ended up as a flower. Frisk, this whole time, I've blamed myself for that decision. That's why I adopted that horrible view of the world. Kill or be killed. But now, after meeting you, Frisk, I don't regret that decision anymore. I did the right thing. If I killed those humans, we would have had to wage war against all of humanity. And in the end, everyone went free, right? I still feel kind of sad knowing how long it took. So maybe it wasn't a perfect decision, but you can't regret hard choices your whole life, right? Well, not that I have much of a life left. That's beside the point. Frisk, thank you for listening to me. You should really go be with your friends now, okay? Oh, and please, in the future, if you see me, don't think of it as me, okay? I just want you to remember me like this. Someone that was your friend for a little while. Oh, and Frisk, be careful in the outside world, okay? Despite what everyone thinks, it's not as nice as it is here. There are a lot of Flowies out there, and not everything can be resolved by just being nice. Frisk, don't kill, and don't be killed, alright? That's the best you can strive for. Amen. Well, see you. Frisk, don't you have anything better to do? And there we go. The last words of Asriel. Frisk, don't you have anything better to do? So yeah, there we go. So I've talked about before how canonically, the first fallen human, their canonical name is Kara, Chara. And then of course when you put your name in at the beginning of the game, it it renames the first human as your name, right? Um, which in this case I named it Soul, right? And you find out there, it's a great little lore dump, which is why I think if you're doing True Pacifist, you really should come back here, because you learn that Soul. I'm gonna call the first human Kara, right? Forget the Soul part. Kara was climbing Mount Ebit because they wanted to, you know, wage war on humanity because they hated humanity. Um, Kara wanted to bring humanity to an end and knew that falling into the underground would be the way to do that. Kara purposely ingested the golden flower, knowing it was poisonous, simply for the fact that Kara and Asriel could combine their souls and cross the barrier. Right now, of course, to break the barrier, you need 7 human souls, right? Um, and we talked about how uh, Toriel was mad at Asgore for not simply going through the barrier after killing the second human to fall, um, taking their soul, crossing the barrier, killing I guess 6 more humans on the other side, and then breaking the barrier with that and letting everyone go free. Because Asgore didn't want to kill anybody. Kara did want to kill humanity. Um, so again, Kara's whole idea was to have them and Asriel cross the barrier, um, and then Kara's plan was to use her power, well, use their power within Asriel, uh, because both souls were inhabiting Asriel's body, to basically use Asriel's full power and wipe out the entirety of humanity. Asriel resisted and was killed by the humans in the process. And then in that process, eventually became a flower, right? Because let me just check these one more time, make sure I didn't miss any of the monsters. I didn't. Okay. Um, because of Kara's body was laid on a bed of golden flowers, and then we get, of course, to I almost said Professor Frankly. That's Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. We get to Dr. Alphys's experiments in trying to revive fallen monsters, using determination, which is extracted from human souls, and of course injected that soul into a golden flower, which then became Flowey, right? Because Alphys's idea, what happens when something that doesn't have a soul gains the will to live. And then you got Flowey. which of course was Asriel. So it's a very important bit of lore. You can kind of piece it all together, but it gives you a little more depth as to who the first human was and what their motivations were, and I think it makes it a lot more intriguing. Going all the way back then and talking to Asriel. But you also don't have to. You know. So now we're just gonna walk all the way back. Actually, we're gonna take one more boat ride with the river person. And we talk to everybody, so we don't have to stop. And up we go. Oh wait, let's see if we can get this in the hole. No. Why are you going back up? No. Don't start shrinking. Oh, okay. So much for that. All right. So here we go. Oh, we gotta go down actually. This is such a great final song. You don't have to worry about that puzzle anymore because we already solved it. Same with this one. Oh, down we go. It's such a relaxing tune until it gets funky. But look at all that space down. I wonder how all these trees grew in the underground. It's kind of an interesting idea. Oop, out of my way. And take one more ride with the river person. La la la, care for a ride? Yes. We're going to go to Hotland. Because we've been everywhere else. Tra la la. Uh-oh. Suddenly feeling tropical. And that's the final message we get from him. I was hoping that we would get the beware the man who speaks in hands, but I think by this time it's over and done with. Come again sometime. Tra la la. Alright, we're gonna go to right floor 3. Also, apologies. I'm pretty sure I misgendered Kara a couple of times there. I think I said she and her instead of them. But then I corrected myself, so that's the important thing. All right. So we get through here. We already talked to all these fools. Now I am going to explore the core a little more because I didn't last time, and it turns out there are like some enemies still here that you can talk to. So we're not just gonna skip right to the top. We were hired by Mettaton to destroy you, but since you never paid us, we all decided to quit. No hard feelings. Yeah, no hard feelings. I don't care. I think we talked to that guy already. He's taking a nap. See, we missed that one. On the way down. Now I think we're getting to the maze part of it. Yeah. Oh, you know what? I never really noticed this bare wire here. That's kind of fun. Oh, there's no one in here. And we can't play the game anymore, unfortunately. Let me just see if there's anyone in this hallway. Nope. Okay. Not caring too much. All right. Let's come over here. See if there's anybody up here. I doubt it, but oh, there is. Look at this. Why do I look like a black sausage and not a knight or a wizard? Yes, because the enemies up here are either knights or wizards. There's a couple other things, like there's the final frogget and all that, but well, everyone has an angle they look best from. That's great. See, I'm glad we came up here. That's really funny. The core is made up of interchangeable rooms. Before you came here, the layout was altered so you would get lost and perish. Yes, just for you. You feel special? Well, I didn't get lost or perish, so I'm a little disappointed, actually. Alright, we're back here. Double checking everything. Yep. Should be a room here. Empty trash can. And nothing else. Alright. So this should lead us to the end. Yep. So I missed all those folks the first time around. Well, some of them. Oh yeah, we can clear all this. We can just go. Oh no, crap. Wrong door. There we go. Get in the door. Thank you. This is the elevator we can take. Now we can take this one to skip right to the end here, without having to do all that walking. Beautiful cathedral. I wonder where all that light's coming from. Because it's not sunlight, because we're underground. So I wonder where all that's from. And once again, we'll just take one more look at the room with all the coffins. Just so we can see once again that now that all the souls have escaped, all of them are open except for the one... Well, this one's empty too. You didn't notice before, but there's something like mummy wrappings at the bottom of it. Yeah. Of course, like I said before, Kara had a red soul and we have a red soul, so that coffin was meant for Kara and also meant for us. Here we go. Hello, Frisk. Office upgraded my phone. I am having a lot of fun with the texting feature. Sans, check this out. Check out this one. Oh man, Tori. That's brutal.
I can't believe the queen has returned. And also that she's a huge dork. You two are 2 feet away from each other. Why are you texting?
Worry not, Papyrus. We're texting for a good reason.
Why is that?
Well, because we're huge dorks.
Sans, please do not say that. You are not a dork. You are more of a bonehead. Wow, those puns are even less funny coming from her.
Then why are you smiling?
It's a pity smile.
Hey, Frisk, what's with that weird expression?
Sans, did I tell you about the time Frisk flirted with me? And then asked me to call then asked to call me mother?
I did do that. Oh boy.
Wow, Frisk. This really puts our relationship in a new light.
Hey, Tori, do you have any other embarrassing stories?
Oh, do I ever? But I think that story is one of the most unbelievable. It is hard to think of anyone who would want to flirt with me. Oh, Toro, you have no idea.
Which I think might be it might be an in-game thing, but it also wouldn't surprise me if it's a little nod to all of the Rule 34 stuff involving Toria.
So, Asgore, how about making me a member of the Royal Guard?
Well, Papyrus, now that the war is over, you might not need the Royal Guard anymore.
What? Then what was the point of the humans' quest? They journeyed all that way, and I'm still not a member of the Royal Guard. Truly, this is the worst possible ending.
So, Alphys, what do you want to do now that we're all free? We have the whole world to explore now.
Well, of course I'm gonna go out and, no, I should be honest. I'm gonna stay inside and watch anime like a total loser. That's the spirit. Everyone, a celebration to being losers.
Papyrus has the right idea.
Losing to Frisk is the best thing that ever happened to me. So I'm glad that we...
Huh? What is it, Asgore? What's an anime?
Oh my god! Please, help me explain what anime is to Asgore. You see, it's like a cartoon, but...
with swords. So it's like a cartoon, but with swords? Oh, that sounds neato. Where is this? Where can I see the anime?
Hold on, I think I have some on my phone. Here, look at this. Oh, that's the wrong... never mind.
Golly, were those two robots
Kissing?
boy, technology sure is something, isn't it?
Yeah, it sure is. It really seemed like you botched...
Oh, you can talk to these people twice, and they give different dialogue? Okay.
It really seemed like you botched your quest, Frisk. But I, the Great Papyrus, will always be your friend.
No matter how hard you try to get rid of them.
Hey, that's true. Frisk, do not feel left out. I've been writing messages to you as well. You still have my phone number after all this time, do you not?
I do, in fact. Noticed you received a text from Toriel.
Dear Frisk, Sans and Alphys are teaching me how to text. I'm learning so much. For example, do you know what a smiley is? Please look at this.
Huh.
Now turn your head to the left. It is a picture of me smiling at you. Can you see it? LOL. That stands for lots of laughter. Sincerely, Toriel.
That's all for now. Maybe in the next room, you will receive another. That's funny. Sorry, I don't have the time to talk, Frisk. I'm supposed to be working right now.
But you aren't working.
I know, and it's taking all of my concentration.
Hey, Alphys, do you think we can watch something with fighting next? Oh, and then something with princesses. Or fighting princesses. I'll see if I can manage to find anything like that undone. Yay! Frisk, you gotta tell me. Do you think Asgore and Toriel are, ever gonna get back together?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I hope too. But just think about how cute they must have been together. It's quickly becoming my #1 ship of all time. Tori and Gory. My old boss and his ex-wife. That sounds a lot less cool all of a sudden.
Howdy, Frisk. Sorry about almost trying to take your soul. I feel very bad about it. I hope we can still be pals.
Hey, don't worry about it, Asgore. I think everybody's tried to kill Frisk at least once.
Oh, I see. In that case, I'm not sorry, Frisk.
Asgore, that's not what I meant.
Frisk, I just realized, now that we aren't fighting each other, I can finally ask you, would you like a cup of tea? Would you like a cup of tea? Yeah. Oh, well, actually, the cup I had is cold now, so you shouldn't have it. But I am so happy you said yes. As soon as I can, I will make some. I will make some more for you. Then we can be great pals.
All right.
I don't think they have a third dialogue option.
Frisk, why don't you take a walk?
Oh, they do?
Frisk, why don't you take a walk around?
Frisk, why don't you fly? It's faster.
Yeah, Frisk, why don't you fly? Flying sounds a little dangerous. But they can't fly. Not with that attitude. Frisk, how about you go look around before we all go? Seeing how many good friends you made here, I'm almost certain you must have made some more.
Ah, that one. He doesn't say anything different.
Hey, Frisk, why don't you go say hi to Napstablook? Oh, and tell them I said hi too.
I did that already.
On second thought, maybe I won't write a fanfic of real people. I mean, isn't real life already the greatest fan fiction of all time? Don't tell anyone I said that. Because I'm going to post it online.
Oh, Frisk, if you're not too busy, on nice days, you should walk around and have a good time. That's important. I think that'll be the last.
Frisk, take a hike. Hiking's good for your bones.
Yeah, that's got to be the last dialogue thing for all of them.
Oh, shoot. Oh man, we're going to be able to watch anime all night?
Of course, Undone. I missed the first part of that.
What do you think we've been fighting for all along?
Yeah. What do you... Whoops.
Jinx, I knew you were going to make that joke. Wait, Alphys, I didn't know you knew Sans. Well,
Doesn't everybody?
Who the hell is Sans? Who the heck is Sans? For real. Hey, Frisk, why don't you go look for Mettaton? He was here for a while, too, but he said he had to go somewhere.
No, I missed the first couple of lines about the internet, but that's okay. That's fine. Let's see if we get another.
Tori sent you a message. Dear Frisk, how are you? You've been wandering around for quite some time now. Hope you are not getting into trouble.
Only kidding. LOL.
Sincerely, Toriel.
P.S. Do not get into trouble. Alright. If you leave here, your adventure will really be over. Your friends will follow you out of the underground. I'm ready. Here we go. It's such a beautiful rendition of this leitmotif.
Oh my.
Isn't it beautiful, everyone?
Wow. It's even better than on TV. Way better. Better than I ever imagined. Frisk, you live with this? The sunlight is so nice and the air is so fresh. I really feel alive. Hey, Sans. What's that giant ball?
We call that the sun, my friend.
That's the sun? Wowee! I can't believe I'm finally meeting the sun.
I could stand here and watch this for hours.
Yes, it is beautiful, is it not? But we should really think about what comes next.
Oh, right. Everyone. This is the beginning of a bright new future. An era of peace between humans and monsters. Frisk, I have something to ask of you. Will you act as our ambassador with the humans? Yeah.
Yeah, Frisk will be the best ambassador. And I, the Great Papyrus, will be the best mascot. I'll go make a good first impression.
Well, someone's got to keep him from getting into trouble. See you guys. Huh, where's he going?
Man, do I have to do everything? Papyrus, wait. Hey, Undyne, wait up.
Whoops. Should I do something? Uh-oh. Well, gotta go.
Everyone is quite eager to set off. Frisk, you came from this world, right? So you must have a place to return to, do you not? What will you do now?
I want to stay with you.
What? Frisk, you really are a funny child. If you had said that earlier, none of this would have happened. It's a good thing you took so long to change your mind. Well, I suppose, if you really do not have any other place to go, I will do my best to take care of you for as long as you need. All right? Now, come along. Everyone is waiting for us.
Beautiful rendition of the ruins there. Ah, the Undertale cast. Frogget, Whimsun, Professional Frog. Still a little bit guilty. Oh, did I not actually ever? Oh well. So that's Undertale, everybody. I mean, there's still plenty to do in this post game, or in the credits, I should say. But it's Undertale, one of my absolute favorite games. So the names appear in yellow if you've actually like formally done the entire route to I think the entire route to like give them mercy. Some of them like are kind of like you can like mercy them right off the bat, so it doesn't happen. But some of them we definitely did give mercy to, and their names aren't yellow, so I don't know. I might be wrong. Yeah, they're not finally number one nose nuzzle champions because Tori and Gory are no longer together. What a great little game. Oh, look at that. Onion-san made its way outside. Good stuff. Aaron was designed by Temmie reluctantly. That's funny. Hey, there's Mad Mew Mew. So Mad Mew Mew will be there instead of Mad Dummy. If you don't fight Mad Mew Mew, the Mad Dummy will be there instead. Oh, look at that. Our friend is finally an actor on stage. Playing the bush. Good stuff.
Oh, look at that! In Hotland, everyone's name so far, everyone's name in Hotland is yellow. Same with the. Same with the core. Oh, the amalgamates. There we are. Living with their families. Yep. And just when you think everything's done, uh-oh. Did you really think it was over? I mean, we haven't even done the special thanks yet. Now, there is something that happens here. If you manage to get through this next section without taking a hit, there is a door that opens. Ready? Let's end all of this for good. Now, the thing is, I'm very bad at this. I've tried multiple times. And I cannot, for the life of me, do it. Ah! Well, so much for that. Ooh. Great remix of this song, too. Well, we made it through a couple of sections without making a hit. Whew! Actually, not as many names as I thought. Not bad. Thanks to friends and family for supporting us, and Undertale team, thanks you, the player, from the bottom of our hearts. Without you, all this would be impossible. Good night. Well, it is almost nighttime. There we go. Undertale True Pacifist. Now, oh, we're not done yet. I feel like Frisk should get a table in there. Doesn't seem too sanitary to put a piece of pie on the floor, but I guess it's on a plate. It's fine. There we go. That's Undertale, everybody. The end. So, that's the True Pacifist route. Hey, Retro Homebrew, welcome on in. Thank you for the GGs.
But don't GG just yet because there's one more fight that we have to do. Now, obviously, in this playthrough, I did not get the Temi armor. I unlocked the process in which to get the Temi armor, so it was available to us, but I just didn't have enough cash to buy it because it was over 2,000 Gs and I just didn't have it. So, but we didn't need it because we beat everyone we needed to. But all that being said, there is one more thing we have to do, and for that, we actually have to close this, and we have to go into this room, this file here. There is a room where the final boss, or not final boss, um, but there is a room that I've got set up here. Oop, I'm gonna miss it, ain't I? Yep, of course. Um, there's a room that I didn't do this on the playthrough that we just finished, so I played up to this point on this file so that we can get to this secret boss. Yo, Sans, what's up? Say, are you following me? I think you're following me. Oh right, gift shop. Undecorated. That's a little better. Ah, crap. Undecorated. Whew. Okay. Undecorated. A weight has been lifted. A spare. There we go. So, if you remember this little cave over here, because there's that little house down there, right? I'm going to eat an ice cream. There we go. There's that little guy. I hope that guy was able to escape the underground with everyone else. Now, in this room, we have to move around for 2 minutes. 2 minutes. By the way, that door there, that door opens if you manage to get through that final credits section without taking a hit. But we have to move in this room for 2 minutes straight to access this boss. And I didn't do this on the other file, so I should have set a timer because I don't know how much time it's been. At least it's very relaxing music. And this calls back to the classic one of the bosses in Earthbound. You had to access the area where that boss is. You had to wait behind a waterfall, I think, for 2 minutes. It might have been 3 minutes, but I think it was two. So this is kind of a callback to that. One of these days, I got to sit down and play Earthbound. Surely we must be coming up on 2 minutes. Ah, there we go. Meet Glide, everybody. Glide. We're going to applaud. You clap really sloppily. Glide sucks up your praise like a vacuum cleaner. Okay, I rule, I admit it. And this is actually a pretty difficult pattern to avoid this early in the game. Glide does fancy flips. Clap like Gorilla Glide is becoming addicted to your praise. What else do you have to say? Glide sees its reflection and gets jealous. Clap like Gorilla. Oh, okay.
Oof. Dang. Whoa.
We're gonna eat the spider donut. Oh my goodness. That's difficult. Dang. Okay, well, yeah, we gotta do that again. All right, let's do it again. So this was I think a bought in. Whew, almost slipped off the edge. I think that was a character that was bought in from the Kickstarter for Undertale. I'm pretty sure. Okay. Um. Oh. Oh crap. Oh, I missed who that. Newt 134. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome on in. I hope you enjoy your stay. Whoa. I can't be taking these hits now. Alright. Well, welcome on in. Let's see. Is there anything... Star-shaped bullets. Similar to the final boss of the neutral route. Yeah. It's actually pretty close to the Photoshop Flowey fight. Same as before, but larger, exploding... Yeah, it was... Okay. To spare it, the protagonist must applaud twice and then either do nothing 3 times or nothing twice followed by boo. Okay, cool. So we just have to survive. So once again, we just have to run around this room 2 minutes. Riveting. what a fitting end to what a fitting end to our streams of 2025. Just running around the room doing nothing. How much experience do I have with this game? I've played it quite a bit. Uh, I've never done anything but the True Pacifist route, which is what we just finished actually earlier this stream. But I know one day I was looking to like when I had more time on my hands, I was actually looking into like learning how to speed run the True Pacifist route, but and then just the experience I have from like reading up about the game and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, like you have to do the neutral route to get the true pacifist route, but I've never done genocide, um, and I never will do genocide. um, Unfortunately, I will never actually hear Megalovania um, coming from my console because what am I doing right now? I am running around this room for 2 minutes because doing so unlocks a secret boss that's in this room called Glide. Um, we actually just tried fighting him and then I died. So I'm gonna try not dying this time. But yeah, it's a hidden boss that was someone donated enough money on the Kickstarter for the game to create this character basically, and Toby Fox threw him into the game, and you basically just have to run around this room for 2 minutes, constantly moving, and then he should appear. Unfortunately, there is no like timer. There we go. So you just kind of have to guess. So we have to applaud twice and then do nothing 3 times. All right. You're starting out with this attack? Dang. Okay. Well. You're not great when you do that attack, I tell you that much. Okay, yeah, do this one. Oh, well, I'm gonna die anyway. So I guess we're gonna do that one more time. Well, no, we're gonna do this until I either beat him or stream ends. All right. Oh, well, we're gonna fall off the edge there. So this is kind of a bonus little thing that I'm doing because I forgot to do this during the main playthrough, in which we just finished the True Pacifist route. So I started a new file on a new user on here. So now we're doing it again. Okay, can I just run from this dude? Please? Because I don't want to... There we go. So we get to hear this relaxing music again. And like I said, this running around for 2 minutes is reminiscent of the... And I think it is a reference to one of the bosses. Um, you can unlock a boss area in Undertale, in Earthbound, um, which Toby Fox took a lot of inspiration from Earthbound. Um, I think he made like a horror based version of Earthbound, like he did like a ROM hack early on. Um, but there's a boss in Earthbound where you unlock the area where that boss is by standing behind a waterfall and not touching any inputs on your controller for 2 minutes, maybe three, but I think it's 2 minutes. Um, this is kind of the opposite. You have to run around for 2 minutes. Yeah, exactly. Glide is kind of like a Mad Mew Mew, and kind of like a So Sorry as well. They were just kind of bonus Kickstarter type things. Yep, just a straight up hidden boss. And what you're finding out really clearly now is that I'm really bad at at bullet hell type games. So I'm not that good at the combat in Undertale. Um, which means I struggle a little more with the true pacifist route than other people because you have to like be able to be good at dodging, and I'm not. But hey, that's part of the fun of it. Oh, you played the horror version of Earthbound. Nice, nice. How is it? Because I've never played it. Honestly, before I started playing Undertale, I didn't even know it existed. Yeah. All right, let's try it. Let's try not to lose this one. Okay, this attack's not too bad. I can dodge that one. Okay. So if Glide throws another one of those at me, okay. Now we'll do nothing. You do nothing. Glad looks disappointed in you. Disappointed you aren't paying attention. Hey, you forgot to clap. I didn't forget to clap. You just didn't do anything worth clapping for. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna risk it. Oop. Well, then I immediately get hit. Okay. Nothing. Looks desperate for. Hello, I'm right here. Okay, now it's this one. Okay. Oh my god. Well, we made it to the second nothing. We did better. I have no idea how to dodge that attack. Alright, so we're gonna do it again? Oh man. Let's not fall off the edge again. Let's be smart about this. Alright, gift trot. I'm going to just flee. Okay, I guess not. try again. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, I also struggle with combat. That's why I got a Temi armor in my True Pacifist run. Ah, nice, nice. We unlocked the Temi armor, but I just didn't have enough cash to actually equip it. Um, unfortunately. So we're kind of just stuck with our bare bones equipment right now. Um, unfortunately, because to fight this boss too, you have to do this before you do the date with Papyrus. If you try to do this after the date with Papyrus, Glide will never show up. So in that way, he kind of becomes the hardest boss in the game. In that way, um, because you're kind of stuck with like you haven't even reached Snowden yet, so you haven't even had a chance to like buy anything that might increase your armor and increase your defense. Um, Now, of course, you can go to Snowden and come back, but we won't do that. Besides, there's like a cutscene that we got to sit through, and I don't want to do that. Now, like I said earlier, that door there gets unlocked if you manage to make it through the playable section of the credits without taking a single hit. And it's kind of like a little developer room. I think there's like an image of the annoying dog sitting at a computer programming a game, and there's some other like little things in there. But yeah, I had no idea this was this fight with Glide was going to be so tough. But it just means I got to get good. That's all. And in this room, again, it doesn't matter which way you move, you just have to move. All right. Glide, be good to me, please. Just give me a bunch of these attacks, because it's much easier to dodge than that other one. Oh, man. Okay. That's fine. Of course, I'd take another hit, because why not? Oh, my goodness. Oh, my God. All right. Fine. Nothing. We'll try it. Ooh. Okay. Glide's doing tons of flips. Hey, we did it. We got 120 gold, too. Look at that. Perfect. And that's Glide, everybody. Oh, man. All right. Well, that kind of a you know what? Let's go out here with the better music. Yeah, we'll go over here and see because this will be what we. Now, before we go, I do have to set up this poll, so just sit tight, everybody, because I do have a poll that I want to put out to everyone. Uh, because there's two options of games that we can play after this one. Because usually I'm an artist, but we just finished Undertale. Um, so where's the poll thing? There we go. Now that we've finished Undertale, create a new poll. If I could type, that'd be great. Now that we've finished Undertale, what should we play next? And the two options are Deltarune or Tears of the kingdom. Couldn't be more two more different options. I'll make that a 5-minute poll because I can just talk while we're waiting. There we go. So yeah, because we finished Paper Mario Thousand Year Door, and I'm doing all the Paper Mario games that I have in my possession. So next will be Super Paper Mario. That'll be in the new year, and then after that will be Paper Mario, the Origami King. But for the other game that we play during the week, now that we've done Undertale, we can either keep going in the realm of Toby Fox produced games with the Deltarune series, which there's chapters 1, 2, 3, and 4 out right now. And we got one vote for Tears of the Kingdom. All right. And we've got chapters 1, 2, 3, and 4 out now. Chapters 5, 6, and 7 are still to come. They're still to be announced. I think chapter 5 is supposed to release in 2026, but who knows? Development is fickle sometimes. So we can continue with Toby Fox produced games, and eventually I will play Undertale. Oh, we just played Undertale. Eventually I will play Deltarune because I love Deltarune. I absolutely love it. I might love it even more than Undertale. Like I love what I've experienced with the Deltarune so far. Or we can completely switch gears and we can do Tears of the Kingdom, which someone voted for that already. Yeah, because I love Tears of the Kingdom. I love it probably just as much, but for different reasons than I love Breath of the Wild. And we've already played Breath of the Wild here. So I figured why not revisit Tears of the Kingdom, you know? So, you know, that was just my thought. But still a couple minutes to go with this poll. So yeah, feel free. Whatever it is you like to see next, will be the game that we will be playing on Wednesdays most likely. Or not Wednesdays. Sorry, Sundays most likely. Because we're going to be playing Super Paper Mario on Wednesdays. Although I might change that up. I might do Super Paper Mario on Sundays because it's kind of. I mean, there are moments of it that are pretty intense, but it's pretty chill. It's a fairly chill game, which is more befitting of a Sunday. So I might switch that up. But Mondays and Thursdays are still going to be reserved for art. Of course, I might change it all up and do Wednesday and Thursday for games, Sunday and Monday for art. But who knows? Who knows? We'll figure it out. But as it is right now, Monday and Thursday are for art. Wednesday, and even though it's Tuesday today, sometimes you have to change things. But Tuesday and Sunday, or Wednesday and Sunday, are reserved for games. So, you know, one of the games is definitely Super Paper Mario. The other one will either be Tears of the Kingdom or Deltarune. We'll see what happens. Because I think there's probably like 2 minutes, a minute and a half left. But yeah. God, I love this music. I love this music. It's very interesting that on the soundtrack for Deltarune, I guess there are a couple of tracks on Deltarune that are the same, but for Undertale specifically, on the soundtrack for Undertale, there are a few tracks that are like pitched differently than they are in the game. Like I think Snowy, the track playing here, is much it's higher pitched on the soundtrack. Um, Same with Ruins, I'm pretty sure. Um, or not Ruins, Fallen Down. Ruins is the same. But yeah, it's interesting how that happened. I'm not quite sure why it happens, but that's beyond the scope of my knowledge for programming and all that, which is very little. I Programming is one of the classes that I failed in university because I just couldn't wrap my head around it, and I still can't wrap my head around it. Really, it's like learning a new language, and I'm just not that good at it. All right, we only got a couple of seconds left, and it looks like Tears of the Kingdom with one vote is winning so far. So looks like unless it changes within the next couple of seconds, it looks like it'll be Tears of the Kingdom. There we go. Poll ended. The next game we'll be playing is Tears of the Kingdom. Well, there we go. All right. Well, with that, I think we're gonna draw this stream to a close. Um, I'm just gonna take a second to see who else is doing something right now. But let's see. In the meantime, let me put the music back on, like our background music. There we go. And I'll come over here. All right. Well, thank you everyone for joining us on what will be our last stream of 2025. Next time you'll see me will probably be on Thursday, and it'll be 2026. It'll be a New Year's Day, which is wild. It's wild. Well, if not Thursday, because I might be too tired. Um, it might be um, it might be Sunday. But either way, the next time I stream will be in 2026. This is the final stream of 2025. So I want to thank you all for being here. I want to thank you all for making this a good year. This is the first year, 2024. My streaming was kind of up and down. There were moments where I had to take a couple hiatuses this year, but it was a lot more consistent this year. And I want to thank you all for being so encouraging and so patient with me as I get the streaming back together with all the life changes that happened this year. You know, mostly good, some not so good, but overall, this has been a good year. It's been a fun year, and I thank you all for joining me on a lot of the new things that we tried this year, art wise. Um, it's been really really fun. With all that, I want to thank, in case y'all are still, in case y'all are lurking, I want to thank Nebraska Joe Dirt and Humu for your follows, and Newt134. Thank you for your follow, and for your chat. It was nice getting to know you and getting to meet you. And yeah, let's see who's on right now. You know what? Geb's art is on right now. And Geb's art is a fantastic artist, so we're gonna go say hello to Gebs. Good stuff. All right, let me get this raid going because we are primarily an art stream, so I do follow a lot of artists. Well, I should spell Geb's name right. All right, so yeah, we're gonna go say hi to Gebs. But yeah, thank you all for a wonderful year, and I just want to let y'all know, 2026, we're hoping it's a good year. But if it's not a good year for you, if you're finding that you're struggling, just know that this space here will always be a nice, friendly, safe space for everybody. Um, Unless you're like a virulent, racist, sexist, homophobic piece of crap, in which it won't be. Don't come here. Um, but if you need some refuge from a world that is that's getting you down a little bit, feel free to drop by here. This will always be a nice, welcoming space, and I plan. It has been since we started in 2021, and it will continue into 2026. So hopefully, we'll see you in the new year, and I hope you all have a very wonderful, safe, exciting if you want it to be, restful if you want it to be, New Year's night. Yo, Base Windu, hello, and Happy New Year to you. Hey, thank you. Yeah, Happy New Year, everybody, and hopefully we'll see you in 2026. I'm looking forward to seeing you in 2026. So, yeah, take it easy, everybody. Let's go say hi to Gibbs. Let me get my scene right. All right, bye, everybody.